Real contending take place where you live and you try to live out your purpose and you try to live out your dreams. If you want your adrenaline to get to moving, they start thinking about how many dream killers or how many times somebody's tried to actually kill your dreams.
Yes.
If you really want something and you need something to get you moving and exciting today, start talking about and thinking about all that you had to do to get where you are and all that you had to do in order to get past those who was trying to block you, stop you, stifle you, hinder you, and keep you from ever being what God intended for you to be. And some of us are still there because some of us are still trying to live our dreams. Still trying to create dreams. Some of us still got vision on the inside of us. Some of us got vision and dream on the inside of us. Still, some of us still got some things you want to do and some places you want to go and some things you want to accomplish. And so you're still dreaming. But you live in the reality of knowing that as well as you are dreaming, there's always somebody somewhere trying to kill the dream that you're trying to dream. Trying to stop the dream that you're trying to bring into reality. But don't get mad at dream killers because the fact that they're trying to kill your dream means that they don't have no dream. And so you present to them a reality that they're not. Can I help you in the room this morning that those that are dreamers, you ought to like dreamers around you. Whether you have a dreamer or not, you ought to like other folk that's always dreaming.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because dreamers live outside the reality of what is. They live outside of the reality of current reality. They live outside of the reality of what's happened in the past, what has happened in the present. Dreamers have a way of having a different reality than the reality they sit in and they live in. And I've listened to Brother Marcus. I remember when I was growing up, the reason why I was able to move beyond my current reality of growing up in inner city is because teachers taught me how to dream beyond where I live, how to dream beyond what I was going through, how to dream beyond what folk were saying. And I thank God for every one of those teachers. I want to tell Miss Gold right now, thank you, Miss Gold. Miss Connors, thank you. Miss Richards, thank you. For Mr. Garrett, thank you for teaching me how to dream beyond my reality.
Yes, sir.
And the reason why dreamers are always at risk, because dreamers are always suggesting to you there's something greater and there's something different and there's something more than what you're doing or what you're going through.
Yes, sir.
They're always going to be in competition with one another. The dreamer and the dream killer, because the dreamer is trying to bring a reality that have not taken place yet. And the dream killer is trying to make you live in the reality that you're in. And dream killers can't help it because they don't know your reality. Can I help you this morning? This is when we come to here that when you say dreamers versus dream killers. I know people saying, Pastor, we don't like that. No, you got to live in the reality that there's always people who's either going to be dreaming and there are going to be others who's trying to kill dreams. And you got to learn real early in terms of whether or not you're walking with a dreamer or whether you're walking with a dream killer.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Learn from Joseph. Joseph wakes up one morning with a dream. And the problem is, he knows some things about his brothers, but what he don't know is that the dream that he have is opposed to them, and it would cause them to pretty much want to kill the dream, and not just the dream, but the dreamer. But he doesn't know how to carry the dream. He doesn't know who to present the dream to. He doesn't know who to tell about the dream. He doesn't know how to talk about the dream. He doesn't know how to share the dream. He doesn't know who to keep the dream from. Can I drop on you this morning? That your dream ain't to be shared with everyone.
Okay.
And then can I drop something else on you? You have to know how to share the dream that you have to the people that you might need. See, it ain't all they thought that they wanted to kill his dream.
Right.
And that's what you and I got to realize, that sometimes you, like a magnet, have drawing folk who want to kill your dream because of the way you presented it. See, dreams that are spoken out of arrogance and in contempt of others' existence will always invite folk with a negative vibe to try to eliminate it, so that they're not fit the role in your dream that they don't want to play. He's 17, so he don't know. He has a father who doesn't help him to know. Matter of fact, his father has dispositioned him with his brothers. Let me help you with that in terms of that, because when God bless you and he calls you to dream, you got to work on being mature enough to how to live in position, or not to live in disposition with people that can become part of the dream. Somebody in here, let me set this down with you this morning. Thank you, God. I'm about to shout real loud. Because there are times when we don't know how to handle the dream that God has given us. There are times when we don't know how to handle the level of authority that God has given you. There's time when we don't know how to handle the level of leadership that God has given you. There's time when we don't know how to handle the level of favor that God has given you. There's time when we don't know how to handle the level of blessing that God has given you. And a good indication, Dr. Lewis, that we don't know how to handle it is when we use it to offend other folk around you. God didn't bless you. I wish he wasn't on in the morning and then Facebook wasn't there. Let me say it anyway, then the people might well know. God didn't bless you so you can piss somebody else off. God bless you so you can bless somebody else. He bless you so you can deliver somebody else. He bless you so you can testify to somebody else. He bless you so you can open the door for somebody else. Your dream ain't about you, getting back at folk. Your dream is about you elevating and helping folk walk through a door that God has opened big enough for you and the others. I think my first point is, don't self-destruct. Don't you kill your own dream. Because you don't know how to handle it, and you don't know how to tell it, and you don't know how to share it, and you don't know how to make it more than about you. Many of us have self-destruct and killed dreams that would have lived and dreams that would have grown, but we didn't know how to handle it, and we didn't know how to share it, and we didn't know how to communicate it, and we didn't know how to allow others to be part of it, and because you didn't know how, you killed what God intended to live, because in your arrogance and your immaturity, you presented it as an offense to people when it was intended to be a deliverance from people. Check the dream out. I know I'm accurate about it. Yes, you are. See, the dream was about their deliverance, not Joseph's dominion.
Yes, sir.
Joseph started off wanting to be a conquering leader. But when God gets through with him, he wants to be a servant leader. And whenever God is elevating you, he's inviting you to be a servant leader, not a conquering leader. But God has to let him go through the pitfalls of life so that he can teach Joseph the way I lead through serving others, not by ruling over her. It's right there in the text. 17-year-old man do what a 17-year-old man that's been blessed and been favored would do. Live in the arrogance of the context of his immaturity. And he flaunts his dream versus sharing his dream. First thing that you and I got to learn, don't you kill your own dream and then blame others for killing it. It's you that left them out of the part of the family that you would reign with me. It's you that didn't mention that God would bless them as well as he was bless you. It's you who made them play the lesser role or the antagonistic role in the dream while you had the support, you had the best actor and the best role in it. It's you who left them outside of the pit of the pie. It's you have communicated as if it was all about you, and it was never just all about you. It's all about God's glory and about God's deliverance for his people.
Yes, sir.
Dream.
Yes, sir.
But if it's a God-sized dream, it's more than about you. Dream. If God is blessing you, then it's blessing somebody else connected to you and around you and somebody else beyond you. Dream. But remember that if it's a God-sized dream, somebody else is going to be elevated. Somebody else is coming into a wealthy place. Not just you. Dream, and when you dream God's kind of dream, you dream so others can know that God not only looking out for one, he's looking out for. Thank you, God, for growing me up to learn that the dream and the elevation and the blessing and the breakthrough ain't just about me. It's about somebody else. Thank you, God. Enlarging my heart large enough to make me want to share beyond it. Matter of fact, this week, I guess this is my story in terms of for the point. This week I was working and I was tired and weary, but I needed a bath. So I got up after dozing off, started running my bath water. I ran the bath water. I guess it took too long and I fell asleep. And I woke up to hearing jumped up and the tub had overflowed. And water has run all over. Hit from the bathroom floor to the bottom floor of the house. Water. I was looking and walking by yesterday, got ready to take a bath again. And the Holy Spirit says, you know, that was a good lesson. Never allow your overflow to overflow the capacity that God has for you. And sometimes what we call overflow have overflowed our capacity of what God had for you. And we have created damages in areas God ain't intend for us to damage. Some of us hollering on overflow, but you don't even have the capacity to handle the overflow that you're wanting. Can I help you in this room? Some of us dreaming dreams. But I want to ask you, do you have a capacity to hold a dream? Do you have a capacity to handle the dream? Do you have a capacity to handle that level? Because anytime you have a dream that is greater than your capacity, you yourself will destroy that dream because you don't have what it takes in order to hold that dream.
Come on, Phil. That's right.
But I discovered that if you don't self-destruct, if you handle and maturely handle your dream and live within the context of the understanding that God is trying to bless a lot of folk, and he's assigned you to be part of it. That there are some folk that wakes up in the morning without you doing anything to them.
Come on, Pastor.
You've made them a part. You invited them to the table. You've negotiated contractually, you are here. And you've done everything within your power to suggest to them, I want you here, you're going to be a part of it. For some folk, just because the dream didn't come to their mind, then they don't like the fact that it's they're offended. Not by you, but by the one that gives strength. Joseph didn't ask for this dream. It was given to him. He didn't even know to expect this dream. And that's why he didn't know how to handle the dream. It's God that gives dreams. It's God that gives vision. It's God that gives promotion. It's God that opens doors. It's God that chooses. And then he leans back and brags about it and he says, I'm sovereign. I can do what I want, when I want, how I want, with who I want. And I don't care about what you think about it. Now God can be arrogant. Because he can bag his up. God can say, I love Jacob and despise Esau. God can say, I'd rather Joseph than Judah. God can say, it's mine to decide what I want to do with it. I don't care how long you worked in my vineyard. I don't care what time you came. If I want to pay everybody the same, it's mine. God can say. And that's what he always have a way of doing to keep us from trying to own in terms of what he gave us. God has a way of shaking the world that we live in for those potentates and presidents, emperors and dictators and those that think they run the world. Run it now. Can your military protect you from corona? Can your money stop the virus from flowing? Run it now. And I'm saying it, and I intend to say it, and I intend to say in a world that thinks that man is in control, God is always in control. And all God has to do is make up his mind on one day he's going to shake it, and then he's waiting for you to respond. The human mind cannot wrap his mind around it. The human hand can't figure it out. Because God keeps on saying to the United States and every other state of world that I am God and I'm God all by myself. And until you do right by me, you're going to see corona. Until you do right by me, you're going to see tsunami. Until you do right by me, you're going to continue to see war. Until you do right by me, because you're going to keep on creating evil in your own world that you can't help. Ain't scared in this room. The voice of the prophet has always been greater than the voice of the king. I'm just sad that prophets and pastors and leaders and apostles have not recognized it yet.
Come on.
Say it all day long. You can't give me no break that'll make me break from the truth of God. You can't give me no credit that'll make me want to get there, discredit God. And I say it like I mean it, and I mean exactly what I say. God has a way of reminding us that this is. He gives Joseph a dream, but the problem is that there are 10 more brothers that doesn't have one. And they're mad that he do. And they can't stand their place and their position in it. I wish I had time to download it, but they ain't one of my points. I drop a footnote. If you want God to give you a dream, then have the kind of mindset that he can trust with.
Amen.
You want God to give you a dream? Have the kind of capacity where he can drop one off to you. Can't sit around and don't want to do anything and hope God give you a dream. God doesn't give dreams to folk that don't want to do nothing with something. He doesn't give dreams to folk who want to live in the current reality and accept current reality. He doesn't give dreams to folk who's dissatisfied with the status quo. He gives dreams to folk who want to move beyond the reality of what they're in, where they are, and how the world is. To be a dreamer, you got to dance by different music. To be a dreamer, you got to want more than what other folk want. To be a dreamer, you got to be able to see more than what other folk can. You got to have more faith than other folk. You got to be able to stand when other folk cannot stand. You got to be able to take the demand of a dream. I told you, dreams will make you have to carry it to a pit. Dreams will have you making you have to carry it to a prison. Dream will make you have to carry it to unfair labor. And no matter where you're taking it, yet you keep on dreaming in spite of what you go through. Folks, as soon as you get to a pit, you throw away your dream and think everything have abandoned you. You sit down and act as if the world have come to an end. But if you dream beyond the reality of now. Therefore, there's dreamers. Notice in this world we try to kill dreamers, call them crazy, call them mystic, talk about I don't know where they get that, something wrong with them. But I thank God for folk who wake up in the morning and in spite of what other people think and say, they still dream beyond the reality. Amen. We got a whole lot of heroes that we cheer. And we cheer them for their ability, but we never ever bring up in terms of their ability to dream beyond their reality. And God has a way of always giving somebody that has a difficult reality a dream that makes life different for them. You living in your difficult, you living in your dream. Dream killer come, Joseph is approaching him. He's done enough to make him mad, along with his father. And they had enough of him. And they see their brother, their own brother there, Joseph's son, Jacob's son comes. And they say, here come that dreamer. And they find out that he's no longer a brother, he's a dreamer. Because what they remember about him is his dream, more than they remember him in terms of him being a brother. Can I drop some on you? You ought to live in your dream so much that people start calling you
Come on.
what you say concerning you.
All right.
And see you like you see you. And so people know you by your dream, they don't really know you.
Come on.
Live in your dream so much that it change your name. Live in your dream until other people see you in context of your dream, not in context of your up or your down or your mama or your dad, but in the context of your dream. Dream, wake up in the morning and begin to shed the labels that folk have put on you.
Come on, fam. That's good.
And make them call you your dream. When they want to talk about something else, talk about your dream. When they want to talk about other people, talk about your dream. So that when you show up, they say, that's all he talk about. He done lost his mind. Why should somebody on him want to get it? Because until your dream begins to define who you are, it cannot define where you're going. Because you can't go in terms of anywhere that you're not. It requires you to be that in order to get there.
That's right. Amen.
Tell people every day, you got to eat, sleep, and live what you dream. Can I help you this morning? They want to kill him because he is about to change the reality, not only of his life, but their life and the way he's told the dream. They're going to be at the bottom and he's going to be at the top, and they ain't trying to have that. See, if it's just a flighty dream, because that's some dreams people tell you and you look back over and you look at them and talk about, I ain't even worried about that. You don't even have the capacity. You talking about you're going to make money, you don't even like to work, so I knew you're not going to make money. You talking about you're going to be big, but you can't even get over a little small. Some people be looking like that. No. He bothered them because he believed what he dreamed. And he believed in his dreams. So much so that that's all he was consumed about. Y'all going to mess it up. And he started operating in it. Watch this, Sister Roger. He started operating in it because you know he was going out there to check on them as if he was the field boss. No. Here we go. The truth of the matter. He's going out there. They're out there working. He's sitting at home parlaying.
Yes, sir.
And then get up and go check on the workers.
Team lead.
Somebody some of them are so busy complaining about being a worker, you don't know how to start acting like your boss.
Come on.
Yeah.
20 years. I've said this to a young lady sitting in this room. I said, you err on the side of the workers. You got to learn how to live on the side of being the boss. Too many leaders are more concerned about being popular than being strong enough to lead people out of the place where they are. And if you're like me, then you can't lead me. Somebody needs to know what I'm saying.
That's true.
If you like me, then you can't lead me. And if you mistake my level and your level as being the same, then that's going to be a serious problem in terms of the disposition, and in terms of who's leading and who's following.
Good.
That's good.
And if you can't follow well,
You can't.
you can't lead well.
There you go.
Wait a minute. See, if you can't follow the boss, you'll never know how to be the boss. If you can't follow the head, you'll never know how to be the head. And Jacob was raising that boy so he can be a man and be the head. He didn't care that Judah may have been God's charge. Joseph was his charge, and he chose Joseph, and that's what he was doing. Joseph, go check on him. Raising him to be a boss. I want to ask you this morning, who you raising?
Come on.
A boy or a boss? A girl or a boss? I hear y'all talking about boss and bossy and I'm the boss, but you still acting like a worker. You're whining. Bosses don't whine. Bosses change things. Let me leave you alone unless I keep you too long in here. And then watch this. Dream killers want to kill bosses because they don't want nobody over.
For real.
Come, let's see what this dream going to be about. And they attempt to kill him. And I'm just trying to help you. Don't let nobody else kill your dream. Just because they don't like you, don't let them kill your dream. Just because you can't accommodate them and be in their place, don't let them kill your dream. Just because they can't identify with you, don't let them kill your dream. Just because you and them ain't on the same page, ain't on the same level, and ain't on the same thinking, don't let them kill your dream. Because remember, your dream is going to help deliver them. Your dream is going to help raise them. Your dream is going to help open doors for them. And you can't be in the place where they are, because if you're in the same place, who's going to open the door?
Come on, fellas. That's good.
Don't let them kill it. They don't have to like you now. They will respect you later because they understand because of where you are is the reason why is where they are.
Thank you, Pastor. Woo. Thank you.
I tell my children all the time, I ain't trying to be your friend, I'm trying to be your daddy. Because as daddy, I'm in front of you, leading you to a safe place. As friend, I'm trying to figure out the same folly you're trying to figure out. We're not friends, I'm your father. And that means I'm farther than you are in this